question with boldness even the existence of a God, because, if there be one, he must more approve of the homage of reason, than that of blindfolded fear. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. Walking is the best possible exercise. Habituate yourself to walk very far. It does me no injury for my neighbor to say there are 20 gods or no God. Be polite to all, but intimate with few. History, in general, only informs us of what bad government is. I sincerely believe that banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, count to 100. He who knows best knows how little he knows. The earth belongs to the living, not to the dead. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Whenever you do a thing, act as if all the world were watching. If a nation expects to be ignorant and free, in a state of civilization, it expects what never was and never will be. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. The most successful war seldom pays for its losses. One man with courage is a majority. One travels more usefully when alone because he reflects more. Leave no authority existing not responsible to the people. I tremble for my country when I reflect that God is just, that his justice cannot sleep forever. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. Unless that man happens to be owned by another. Then he should shut up and make me my breakfast. I believe that every human mind feels pleasure in doing good to another. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. Never spend your money before you have earned it. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. When we get piled upon one another in large cities, as in Europe, we shall become as corrupt as Europe. Educate and inform the whole mass of the people. They are the only sure reliance for the preservation of our liberty. He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors. Money, not morality, is the principle of commerce of civilized nations. The God who gave us life gave us liberty at the same time. Don't talk about what you have done or what you are going to do. Peace and friendship with all mankind is our wisest policy, and I wish we may be permitted to pursue it. I hope our wisdom will grow with our power, and teach us that the less we use our power the greater it will be. Happiness is not being pained in the body or troubled in the mind. It takes time to persuade men to do even what is for their own good. The glow of one warm thought is to me worth more than money. Only aim to do your duty, and mankind will give you credit where you fail. If we can prevent the government from wasting the labors of the people, under the pretense of taking care of them, they must become happy. The natural progress of things is for liberty to yield and government to gain ground. Ignorance is preferable to error, and he is less remote from the truth who believes nothing than he who believes what is wrong. There is not a truth existing which I fear, or would wish unknown to the whole world. Every citizen should be a soldier. This was the case with the Greeks and Romans and must be that of every free state. The spirit of resistance to government is so valuable on certain occasions that I wish it to be always kept alive. If there is one principle more deeply rooted in the mind of every American, it is that we should have nothing to do with conquest. The second office in the government is honorable and easy, the first is but a splendid misery. Truth is certainly a branch of morality and a very important one to society. War is an instrument entirely inefficient toward redressing wrong, and multiplies, instead of indemnifying losses. I think with the Romans, that the general of today should be a soldier tomorrow if necessary. It is in our lives and not our words that our religion must be read. I have seen enough of one war never to wish to see another. Difference of opinion is advantageous in religion. The several sects perform the office of a censor, over each other. As our enemies have found we can reason like men, so now let us show them we can fight like men also. Rightful liberty is unobstructed action according to our will within limits drawn around us by the equal rights of others. I do not add, within the limits of the law, because the law is often but the tyrant's will, and always so when it violates the rights of the individual. Experience hath shown, that even under the best forms of government those entrusted with power have, in time, and by slow operations, perverted it into tyranny. Determine never to be idle. No person will have occasion to complain of the want of time who never loses any. It is wonderful how much may be done if we are always doing. Merchants have no country. The mere spot they stand on does not constitute so strong an attachment as that from which they draw their gains. How much pain they have cost us, the evils which have never happened. I never considered a difference of opinion in politics, in religion, in philosophy, as cause for withdrawing from a friend. It is incumbent on every generation to pay its own debts as it goes. A principle which if acted on would save 1/2 the wars of the world. It is error alone that needs the support of the government. Truth can stand by itself. Mankind is more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed.